Listen, I found out recently, while looking through some old baby photos, that my mom, they were my baby photos, by the way, they were just some baby photos. My mom decided to put a rat tail on my head. It's pretty upsetting to figure out. I feel like if you put a rat tail on your toddler, you're just kind of telling the rest of the world, we don't really give a shit about this one. This is a throwaway baby. So you know how moms will put like a mohawk on their like toddler and they're like, look, he's a little punk rocker. My mom put a rat tail on my head and was like, look, he's a little junkyard salvager. Isn't that cute? He's got a pack of smokes on him. Just moved into the trailer out back with his girlfriend Tammy. Real fun. Yeah, real fun. Don't get too close, you might have rabies. Best friend's a raccoon. That's people with rat tails, guys. It's people with rat tails. I'm waiting to do that joke one day, and someone in the crowd with a rat tail is going to stand up and be like, hey man, that is accurate! So good job! Sits down with the raccoon. Don't touch him! That would be fantastic. I was also flipping through some old like photos and stuff, and then once I got done with that, I looked at some old videos, which was fun. Found the video of my first basketball game. And you know how most guys, like, especially like adult men, if you ask them, like, did you play sports as a kid? And they're like, yeah, I was an athlete. And then you look at video and they're like, not really. I was kidding about that. That's what I did. I found out that every single basketball game that I played in the first grade, every time our team scored a point, I would just do cartwheels down the court. Just like a little athletic disappointment to my father. Points, Dad! Yay! And he's like, I gotta feed her, kids. Son of a bitch. Hoops, yeah! So, at some point, my defense is just jazz hands. It's pretty fun. But thinking back, like to those days, my youth in middle school, I was a real dork. Me and my buddy in 8th grade, we were really into wrestling, like WWF. Woo! One other kid grew up poor. Another poor person here. You didn't have a real TV, guys. Okay. Super into wrestling. And me and my buddy would like pretend wrestle with each other, and we'd get on the trampoline, we'd like pile drive like stuffed animals and stuff and pillows. It's not weird, don't be weird. It was cool. And we even came up with our own wrestling duo. We called ourselves the Venom Bros. Pretty dope. And we had like our own like tagline too, because you know how like Ric Flair had like woo, and The Rock was like you'd smell his shit or something. I wasn't like a huge fan. So we had our own tagline, but it was like far less intimidating. Ours was Venom Bros. Which is like the last thing you should do in a physical confrontation, probably ever. Especially if you tried to sell that to the WWF. I was thinking I'd be like snake bite, you know? They'd be like, no, not that at all. Okay, what if I like threatened to coil them up? They're definitely not that. Who are you? Yeah, alright, I'll leave. Sorry, I'm not that good at this. Yeah, I got my last girlfriend convinced to break up with me by being a piece of shit. And that's actually the easiest way to get someone to dump. Did you guys know that? You be terrible, they'll just like, I don't like you anymore. You're like, got out of that one. By just being myself. No, my last girlfriend, she did break up with me, but she decided to break up with me in a park at night, which I thought was a tad risky on her part. Just because you don't really know who you're dating, like, ever. You have no idea. You could be dating a psychopath the whole time. That's why I think all breakups are actually risky, because they always want to do it in private. And it's like a weird thing, too, because you don't know who you're, like, you could be dating someone for, like, years and be like, this isn't working out. And they're like, well, I'm angry enough to murder you now. So it's, surprise, I was crazy the whole time. And just the idea of a breakup is kind of crazy, too, because it's like, hey, we gotta talk. And you're not gonna like it, because I'm mostly gonna say how much of a loser you are. But first, let's go into the woods, and then let's do this there. Let's have some privacy. So you should always break up over text. I'm a piece of shit. What did I say, right? The worst breakup I ever went through, though, was back when I was like 22, 23, and my girlfriend, she broke up with me over text. She's smart. And she was like, you still live with your mom or whatever. And I was like, so what? And it hurt me. It was really tough on me. Like, that was like an emotional breakup. I cried a lot. And me and my buddy, 6 months went by, and we were down in Corvallis, Oregon. We're out drinking, throwing some beers back. And you know how, like, you go through a breakup, and then you think you're okay, and you drink, like, one beer, and you're like, it's not. All the pain came back, so nothing's right. That was me. I was in a bar with my buddy. We're getting really drunk. I drank, like, 3 to 10 beers, and then there's a point when you're drinking, and you get so drunk, and then there's a point where your brain goes, dude, I've got a great idea. And then I was like, I'm going to win the love of my life back. So I left out the back of the bar, which, by the way, if any of your friends leave the back of a bar with a great idea, you should for sure stop that person. Because it's like, I'm going to shit on a guy's car or something bad. You should stop that person. And, because no one's ever like, oh man, I just forgot, I gotta do my taxes, I'll just slip out back, it's cool. Just gonna sneak away from my friends so they don't know. I'm doing taxes! So I go out the back of the bar, I start texting my ex, I'm like, babe, I love you, I want you back. Like, let's do this, And she's like, no, or whatever. So I get this great idea, I'm like, you know what, I'm a true romantic, I believe in love. And so I decided to start running 20 blocks across the Oregon State campus to where my ex lives. And like, I'm screaming at people along the way. I'm like, I'm gonna win all my life back. People are like weirdly supportive of a drunk guy. Just all college campuses. You could say anything. Be like, I'm gonna probably shit on a car. And I'm like, okay, cool, man. Do you need help or something? Will you take your pants off? Wait, where am I? What? So I'm running, I get to her house, I'm pretty excited. I'm like, babe, I'm here, let's do this. And then a truck pulls up and 3 dudes get out in sweatsuits. Like the comfiest street gang you've ever seen. You guys gonna threaten me with a cuddle blow? So these guys show up and they form a wall between me and my ex. And I'm like, uh-oh, it's about to go down. I'm about to get my ass kicked, actually. We're being realistic. And so I'm like, babe, let's talk. Let's work this out. And then one of the guys is like, yeah, maybe you've had enough to drink, man. And here's the thing. These guys are freshmen in college. And if you don't know this, they're the worst demographic of humans ever. Just freshmen college dudes, they're the worst. They're like these little horny, angry trolls that they have all the hormones they're ever going to have and now all of the freedom. And they just don't know what to do with it. They're always like, do you want to hump? No? Okay. The worst. This guy's like, yeah, you've had enough. I'm like, calm down, Skyler. Once you and your bros got a cuddle puddle. Come on. So eventually I convinced my ex to talk to me, and we're talking, and I'm like, babe, I love you, I want you back, let's do this. And she's like, you're not in your shirt. And I was like, that's fair. I went home. Of course this didn't work. It was a stupid plan from the get-go. I was drunk, and then I was like, the next day I was sober, and I was like, why didn't this work? I thought this should have worked. This should have been amazing. And I checked my texts, sober, which is a major difference. And when I thought I had texted her, babe, I love you, I want you back, I had apparently just texted her, I'm coming for you. Just something you send your ex-girlfriend. You can imagine me in the moment, I was just like, babe, I love you, and that's too many words, I'm coming! That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing she didn't dump me in a park. Thank you so much, have a good night, that's my time.